And we're back with some more Dwarf Fortress. And today we're going to be starting a new colony, but preferably somewhere not as wet as the last location. So we are going to actually get rid of that. We are going to settle somewhere in here. I've been looking around here and I think we can find a half decent location. And where was it? Somewhere around here we could get sand, soil, and yeah, no aquifers. We do want the aquifers. Aquifers are bad. See, let me do a little bit more looking. I think this is about the right place. We've got sand, a little soil, all of the... In fact, you find all the minerals everywhere. I don't think there's a place you can't find the minerals, so... Oh, actually, we can go back a bit. I'll take that. We got heavily forested, temperate climate, thick vegetation, surroundings, wilderness. I think that works out. And we have access to elves and humans, and of course goblins. But, you know, you can't have everything perfect. So, yeah, just leave everything as normal and throw everyone down. Yeah, I could try figuring out what's the optimum way to start up, but we want to have, like, a little bit of insanity. Let me do some looking around and figure out how we're going to start this sucker. I think our plan should be very simple. And by very simple, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to be too worried about this. We're going to chop down all the trees we can find in the local area, as many of them as possible, if you wouldn't mind. There's always use for wood, and we made sure to settle in a very heavily forested area. Then what we're going to do is start mining back here as well. Yeah, go back a wee bit. That should give us more than enough room to get started. We'll have our miner just start in on that stuff now. And this guy out here is chopping down all the trees. Who are you? You are healthy, proficient carpenter, competent woodworker, novice bowyer, novice woodburner. Okay, good for all the wood stuff. What are you? You are proficient metal crafter, competent gem cutter, adequate gem setter, proficient planter, proficient record keeper. Proficient mason, stone cutter, stone carver. Right, so we do actually have a good mix of people that we can use. One thing I'd like to do is maybe chop our way across to this river at some point so we can use the water from this river from inside the mountain without having to go outside. Though, Oh, and we should also probably get a door together at some point. Alright, let's wait until the miner is finished. We may actually put together a second miner right now. Normally you have to wait until you got a bunch of other stuff done, or, well, I would, but I'm thinking, let the metal crafter guy can do some mining as well. 2 miners mine faster than 1. We're going to throw down a quick stockpile here, just so that we can, well, start storing stuff up. We're going to want to get everyone inside as well in a reasonable time frame. Yeah, I was a lot slower last time around. I think I have a better idea, though, of how we're going to do this. I looked up a few tutorials to help me out. You can be expanded out to there. Oh, and we're going to need to start putting down, what, bedrooms, workshops, all sorts of stuff. Though this time around, we at least start with a whole bunch of stone. Let me think. Let's make a corridor down here. We'll go straight down this direction. We'll make it a 2-tile wide corridor. Yeah, that's perfect. Then we're going to make bedrooms all the way along here. Left or right? Doesn't really matter, does it? Perfect. Let's our miners get onto that, and in the meantime, we'll have everyone... You know what? We're going to increase the size of this to pretty much the entire room. Done. That gives all of our... some place to put all the wood and all the other stuff we're going to be bringing in from outside. Now that the bedrooms are kind of carved out, we should maybe put down a thing that makes beds. That might be a smart plan. Which reminds me, we can change the priority here and get those ones dug out first, if you wouldn't mind, ladies. Once that's done, we can start putting together the workshop, which, first thing we're going to require, carpentry. This allows us to make wooden thingies. We'll take apple log wood. Go for it. Then after that, we're going to need to start smashing up stones as well. Once we smash up the stones, we can store them better. The wood we can use to make beds, barrels, things like that. Oh, and storage bins. Those allows us to cram in more stuff into our storage area, which is already rather large. Anyone want to get around to constructing that? Anyone, or is it just going to be nothing but mining for a while? Once this thing is built, we're going to crank out a bunch of beds. Yeah, we're going to want 7 beds, thank you very much. Actually, is there anything else we could make here? Wooden bins. Yes, we're going to need several of those. To go with all of this, we're also going to need, from workshops, give us the stone workers. This allows us to turn stone chunks into stone blocks. Yeah, and apple wood. Whatever wood we have the least of, just so that we can cut down on the amount of different things we've got lying about the place. Okay. Then we should probably expand this on a little bit further. This is effectively where we're going to put all our workshops. We're just going to stretch them out here in a big long line. Is it efficient? Maybe not, but it does make it easier. And if the workshops are too big to go in here, we'll just, well, we'll stretch them out the other side. I mean, we'll put them on the opposite side. Now, what else do we need? I think a wood furnace would be great. Make charcoal from ash and wood here. Does not require fuel. Wait. How does it make charcoal without a fuel source? You know what? I'm not going to think about it. It's probably fine. You can go there and we will make you out of rock salt. Done. All the beds have been completed, which means we can finally put down some furniture. We're going to grab beds. Keep building after placement. There's a weird thing here. Select material after placement and use closest material. If you select material after placement, what you can do is stick down a bed, but it'll ask you which kind of material you want to use. You want the plum wood, the larch wood, the pecan? Don't care. So we're going to use closest material, which means it'll just grab the closest bed and chuck it down. There we go. 7 beds, all finished. We're probably going to need an 8th bed at some point if more people join us, but that's for the future. Over here, what are we going to want? We're going to want to add a new task. Make charcoal. We're going to want a bunch of those, aren't we? There we go. Lots of charcoal. We're going to have to get in a manager at some point, though. I think we'll wait until I get a little bit more population before we do that. Oh, and we're going to need a bunch of doors. You're making bins? Nope, you're making doors as well. 7 wooden doors to go with the 7 wooden beds. And some of them are already sleeping in them. Excellent. We didn't want them sleeping on the ground anyway. That is 7 wooden doors. Same thing again. Furniture. Wait. Doors. Sorry. Doors. Keep placement. Use closest material. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Done. 7 bedrooms. Yeah, we could probably add some more stuff into their bedrooms to make them nicer, but that will have to wait. We'll have to get a few more things done. For example, yeah, we're going to want a tavern for them as well, because, well, they like drinking, and if they don't have a tavern to drink in, they'll probably get unhappy. Question is, where do we put it? Well, we're busy carving out this tavern, I suppose. We probably should assign these areas out as beds. So, we're going to want to make these bedrooms. We're going to make this a multi. As in, we're going to be targeting several bedrooms at once. You used to have to do these one at a time, it seems, and now we can just go like this, and it's spotted that there's 7 bedrooms. We hit done, and it's turned each one of those into a bedroom. Perfect. Not how I would have done them, but whatever. So, that's 7 bedrooms done. We'll get up the 8th one later, but for now we've only got 7 colonists, so who cares? And you, keep digging faster. What is that? Hematite. I'm pretty sure we can turn that into iron or something. Damn it, let me look. What we're throwing down here is a smelter, which at some point will be finished. Then at this point we can start smelting things down. Melt a metalite. No, smelt hematite. Hematite? You know, we're going to smelt the hematite ore. I'm pretty sure that gives us iron. And the iron we can at least use to make a few tools and things like that if we desperately need them. Which we probably do. I'm pretty sure this guy's using a... What item are you using? Copper pickaxe. Yeah, so if we can get people iron armor, iron weapons, that kind of thing, it would be a little bit of an upgrade. Though I don't think we need it just yet. Well, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that gave us 4 iron bars. Unless someone carted off some already. Which they might have done. But 4, maybe 5. Right, so we can use that to make stuff. In fact, can we do that here? Ah, the metalsmith is what we need. Ooh. That camera's a bit sensitive. Metalsmith, we'll throw that on there. Yeah, I'm just literally chucking down all of these along here. I figure this is a nice, consistent way of throwing them down. We can move things around as we need. How are you doing over there? You're slowly finishing that off. Ooh, and we're going to need some more doors. In fact, let's just chuck together about, I don't know, 5 or 6 more doors? I think, yes, we have actually finished off of our chairs. So, what we can do is pop over here, go grab furniture. We want to find thrones, I believe, or is it chairs? Yeah, whatever, chairs. Do we have them? If we have any chairs, needs throne, make at workshop first, no access to throne. Oh, come on. I thought I'd queued up enough. Fine, I will queue up some more, just to make you happy. We have finished laying down the tables over here, so it's time... Ooh, it's time we turn this place into a tavern. But first, it becomes a meeting area. Why? It's just how Dwarf Fortress works for some reason. We make this a meeting area, and then after it becomes a meeting area, we turn it into an inn tavern. It's the same for making hospitals, temples. You just have to make them a meeting place first, and then you turn them into... The turquoise fragrances. That sounds like a perfectly healthy name for a tavern. I would more than happily... Actually, I'm not sure I would drink there. You know what? It's fine. Over here, we are growing plump helmets for food. The reason I picked plump helmets is they seem to grow all year round, so we can just throw that on plump helmets and leave it there forever. Over here on this one, sorry, this one here is going to be finished in a second, and when it is, we'll turn that into something else. And then we'll put down another farm beside it. This area is peat, so it's a peat cavern floor, which means we can actually place down crops here. We can't place down crops on rock salt or things like that for, well, reasons. Down here, what are we looking at? The ground floor is looking like all rough... Wait, peat cavern? Perfect. We should have made the farms downstairs, but keeping it all on one floor for now seems reasonable. And, of course, all the animals are in there. You know, I think we're going to leave the animals outside with the grass. Let's make a little field for them. Pen pasture. Excellent. There we go. We will accept that, and then we will add animals to it. Dogs and cats, I think, are fine. Bull, cabby, sow, reindeer. I don't know if a guinea cock can graze, but sure. Stray yak and a stray horse. Actually, I assume a guinea cock is a bit like chickens, and chickens can forage for themselves, so yeah, let's go with that. Alright, now where were we? Ah yes, one more row of farming, I think. You should be... dimple cups, that's it. So dimple cups are also one of the only other crops that seem to be all year round. So let's just make sure we've got a crop of those. Then we're going to put down another row of them. Well, great. It turns out a whole bunch of people have shown up. We're going to need more bedrooms, just immediately. And I was trying to actually get these bedrooms sorted in a way that was nice and would look good. For example, we're sticking in a few extra pieces because it seems to make them happier. Or I have been advised it makes them happier. Where are we? Cabinets. So we can stick in a cap... 1 second, let me try that again. Use closest material. Yeah, there we go. So cabinet, 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 and yep, we're out of cabinets. Fine, that's grand. We're also going to stick in a few other things, namely chests. It seems they use these to store their stuff, and they're much happier when they have them. So use closest material. Yeah, grand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're out. We'll make some more. We've got it queued up. And as well as that, we're going to need to expand the tavern out a bit. Oh man, there's just so much stuff to do, and there's so many little things you don't know. Like, when you make a tavern, you should probably attach on a sleeping area for guests. You got to tutorial that stuff, otherwise you will never know. Door, give us one right there. Then we're going to have to build more beds. Plus we have 15 people here. 15! That means we've got to double our bedroom supply. In fact, I got an idea. Where is this? Give me stairs. You can go... Wait, did I go down or up? Down. Okay, that's up. That's down. Let's go down 2 levels. Give me a double layer stairs going down 2 levels. And let's do the same thing right here, actually. Seems like a good idea. No, wrong way. Yeah, I want to kind of replicate this setting up and down a couple of layers just so that we can add in more bedrooms and effectively not have everything all on one floor. Oh, and we can zoom in and out here so you can get a better view of things. I think about there is fine. So what we've done here is we have dug down 1 level. This is the top level. And you'll notice here... Oh, damn it. Let me zoom in a little bit to make it slightly more obvious. So this here is our bedroom section. And then if we go down 1 level, it's the exact same bedroom section. The 2 of them are basically mirror images of each other. Just 1 floor down. And I figure we can just sort of keep doing this. We can expand them out further, but I sort of want to have this as expandable as possible. I know that sounds crazy, but it's what I'm kind of going for. Let's zoom that out a bit so I can see a bit more. I do like it right about there. That seems to be the perfect sweet spot between being able to see what you're doing, but not seeing too much. We've also thrown down a second stoneworking workshop. And because this is much slower. The woodworking thing can churn out doors and a lot of things very quickly. The rock ones, well, we've got a lot more rock to work with. Well, actually, not really. Long term, we'll definitely have more rock to work with, but it's slower, it seems, to turn everything into what you need. So making chairs, tables, all that sort of stuff is a lot slower with the stoneworking. For now, I assume our people will become more skilled as time goes by. Wow, Caravan Trader has arrived. Time flies when you're just building stuff too quickly. We need to put down a trade depot immediately. We're going to put that there. We might want to suspend other construction projects for the time being. For example, this area down here, we need to lower that priority to, say, a 6. Yeah, they're currently on 4. We'll lower those all to a 6 so the other stuff gets done first. We don't want them mining when they should be building. Anyone here want to build this? We need that trade depot up and running. We don't really need it, but I would like to have it. And downstairs, yeah, we're still waiting on those new farm plots. We can put in a whole bunch of farm plots down here because we have lots of peat to work with. And what is this floor? Rock salt. Yeah, well, okay, we've got peat and rock salt to work with. It's not perfect, but I'm thinking this is an okay colony for some dwarves to start with. Traders have arrived, which is nice, I suppose. It's just we have nothing to trade because I've been too busy trying to figure out the very basics of the game. I mean, we're not doing too terribly wrong. Oh, and over here, this is our inn, and what we want to do at our inn is have a little sleeping area for guests and visitors and things like that. It makes people more likely to stay, I believe. So what we want to do is turn this place... Actually, no. We want to turn it into a dormitory. So you are going to be a dormitory, except... But then we want to tie it on to another building. Here it is. The Turquoise Fragrance. That's the name of our inn. So, for example, this inn over here is called the Turquoise Fragrance. This dormitory over here is going to get attached to it. Done. So that means if someone's staying at the inn, they can then go over here. You ever seen the hospitality mod in RimWorld? Yeah, I think this is what sort of inspired it. Should mean we're more likely to get more people as well. Assuming we can get everyone happier. We're trying to get everyone happy, it's just we're trying to get all the bits and pieces together. We need a mechanism to make rock mechanics, make traction bench. Make rock mechanisms. Okay, you know what, we'll throw together a few of those. We want those because I put together a bridge over here. And this bridge, we want to be able to lift it up. But to lift up the bridge, we need to get our hands on a lever. And so I say we put a lever right there. Needs mechanisms. Make at a workshop. First, no access to mechanisms. So this is our workshop over here. And our workshop is going to make some mechanisms for us out of rock. Seems perfectly reasonable. Let's see if they've got anything worth trading for. You know what? I don't think there's anything I want off them. There's probably something we need, but I just don't know what it is. So we'll stumble on without them. Why is there a pig in there? God damn it. Fine, let's see if we can add the pig to this location. Stray dogs, stray cat, stray baby alpaca? How do I always end up with alpacas? Okay, a llama. Great. Stray kittens, stray puppies. Yeah, we're going to have to start culling some of these. I feel like we're going to run out of food for a lot of them. Right now, we're just manually throwing together a few drinks as we need them. Brew drinks from plants. Excellent. And I think we're kind of getting the basics down. We've got our food coming in. We can smelt up stuff. We can make the materials. All I want to do now is get all of these bedrooms, get them all a chest and a cabinet. So once they've all got a chest and a cabinet, everyone should be a little bit happier. Then we can start smoothing everything out so the place looks nicer. Then we need a manager. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to acquire a manager because, well, no one's got any skills in it. Well, this guy could, but he's also the leader. You know what? Yeah, let's make him a manager. We're probably going to need to make him an office, though. Thinking offices will go into this section. We have completed our little rock salt lever here. Now we just have to link it. Link the lever with this thingy. Show links building. Nope. Link lever. Needs accessible mechanism. Yeah, well, there's one right there. Oh, wait, yeah, it's linked up. Perfect. Now what we can do is, let's say, grab this lever. Pull it. This bridge over here should get lifted up. We want to pull the lever. There we go. So now that's actually up. No one can get in or out. Now we'll pull the lever again. We want people to be able to get in and out. Come on, someone. Yeah, there we go. So if raiders show up, what we can do is pull that lever and everyone can go hide inside. Perfect. Now we can put down another stockpile down here. It's just our stockpile space was a little bit tight. This, oh, damn it. This should allow us to, well, store even more stuff. And it's linked up to stairs via here and here. So everyone should start dumping stuff down here. And we should probably make more bins and barrels. In fact, several more barrels are probably going to be required. How are you doing? Still making wooden chests? Tell you what, why don't you make barrels? 10 of them is fine. We've actually assigned the manager out, so we're now able to do that reasonably. Still making rock cabinets. Oh, what else were we supposed to be making in here? We'll say 10 rock tables, 10 rock thrones. That way we can expand out our little, whatever, inn. In fact, we might make a second inn downstairs. How are we doing down here? Right, you are up and running. We're putting pigtail seeds here, so you can be cave wheat. That only grows some of the year round, though. Cave wheat, and... How do we have no seeds? Maybe we do want to trade a little bit. Just a tiny fraction. Do you have wheat? No, they do not. Damn it. Okay, so we have no cave wheat. Or do we plant it all? Oh, wait, we've already planted cave wheat here. Okay, we'll have cave wheat later. So, pigtails, cave wheat. What else do we want down here? You know what? We'll worry about it in a bit. For now, I think... Oh, yeah, you can see people dumping everything around. I think we're almost about ready to finish off all the bedrooms. Let me just throw down the last of the chests and all that. I think you're making wooden barrels. Yeah, I think all the chests are done too. One thing I am noticing is people are not too happy. They've got 7 people here who are just even happiness and 7 who are slightly below. So we're going to start smoothing these areas out. Press this button down here. So we're going to smooth out the bedrooms. We're going to smooth out these areas. And oh my god, I should make these level 4 commands. These are all level 2. We don't want anything that high. We'd prefer to have the option to, you know, scale it back as needed. Go back to there. You're all 4s again. Yeah, that's going to take a while, I think. We've got 20 population. Damn it, now I have to dig out more bedrooms, which we're going to have to smooth. Ah! Oh, and we should queue up a couple of drinks as well. Here you go. I should really figure out how to make them do that automatically, but for now, I'm kind of okay with them doing it manually as needs be. And we're expanding on to our little dining hall area as well, which we will continue to smooth over. Right, over here, I think we're going to put down a temple. He offers it to the boot of rushing. I don't know what this means. This guy has... The armor has created Sharbeld Grustelhada Hood. Yeah, I'm going to have a wonderful time pronouncing all these names, aren't I? An iron high boot. He offers it the boot of rushing. That's nice. That's real good. But let's go have a look at this thing. You know what? Who cares? Gone. Left click to recenter. Stray Cat has adopted a miner. Diplomat couldn't complete a meeting as and left unhappy. Oh! I forgot to talk to those guys. Probably should have. Make wooden chest has been completed. Make bed has been completed. Oh my god, has become a miner. Okay, we've got more puppies. Merchants unloaded their goods. The outpost, yeah, whatever, we don't care about them. Planted cereal needs food, empty storage. Ooh, did I make barrels? I definitely made barrels. This should be fine by now. You know what? Who cares? Masterpiece. People are visiting. Plant seeds. Oh, that's one thing we need. We need to put down a chest in our area over here. And the chest is for containing cups so that people can drink in that area. And we also need to make some cups for them, which I think we can make in here. Turns out to make mugs, we needed a Crafts Dwarfs workshop, and the Crafts Dwarfs workshop can make rock mugs. And the rock mugs we can then store in this pecan wood chest. It's very nice. Oh, and I've expanded this zone here to include the entire area so that the whatchamacallit, the tavern is big enough. And I believe we can do some modifications here. Set details for the assigned location. Ah, goblets desired. Say 10? Yeah, 10 goblets should be fine. You know what? Make that 15. Perfect. Ooh, it's going to take them ages to smooth this whole area out, isn't it? And we still need to put down more bedrooms as well. That means we need to... Actually, we'll dig out some area behind here. No point going any further just yet. Say, right there? Yeah, I think we can do that. Then, actually, no. There we go. It'll be an exact duplicate of the one just below it. Ooh, and we could probably expand the dining hall into that as well, or the tavern place. But this is going to take a while. There's so much you want to do, and we kind of need more labor, but the more labor we have, the more of this stuff we need to build. I can see how they get you. Oh. Anyone want to maybe make some more drinks? Yeah, throw together about 3 new ones if you wouldn't mind. This area over here we're going to turn into a temple. We've stuck down a rock salt altar, which we just chucked out from one of these things. You can, make a rock altar. Then we got to turn this place into a temple, and it's pretty much the same as making the inns and all those things. First, meeting area, of course, except, and we want to add this on and turn it into a temple. Perfect. No specific deity, I think. Yeah, no specific one is fine. Perfect. The Church of Speech. Cool. So, yeah, that gives some place for our dwarves to go and worship if they really want to. And next up, and we've also put in a few extra bedrooms as well for everyone. Hopefully there's 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We've got 21 bedrooms. Oh, I'm going to have to queue up more beds and everything, aren't I? Drink-wise, we're barely keeping on top of things. Give me some more drink. You know what? Give us 3 more drink. In fact, we might want to queue up a little bit more, you know what, plump helmets. They grow all year round, right? Yeah, plump helmets all year round would be good for there. You, dimple cups, we have no seeds. You know what? At some point we'll get more dimple cup seeds. Just considering the amount of... yeah, and they grow all year round, so they should immediately get planted again. Okay, so we got a temple. We got a tavern. We got a tavern with a little put-on dormitory to it. We got enough bedrooms. We've got everyone other things for smoothing out the floors. We've got a little smorgasbord of everything here when it comes to this. We've got a carpenter's workshop, 2 stone workshops, 1 wood furnace, 1 smelter, 1 metal smith's forge, 1 drink still, 1 crafts dwarf workshop, and 1 mechanic workshop. The mechanics workshop was just so that we could make that drawbridge. This was just so that we could make mugs, which we still haven't built yet. I should really assign out more people. We'll do it in a second. Then we've got the still, which makes drink, because the dwarves live on that. They don't live on water, they live on drink. Water is used for treating wounds. Drink is used for treating life. Then we've got this metal ship forge. This thing, we're going to produce iron maces, helmets, shields, and breastplates so that we can equip some military at some point, assuming someone gets around to it. I'm going to have to start assigning people more carefully. That's one thing I still haven't gotten around to figuring out properly. This smelter can be used to smelt down, or is it hematite? Hematite? I'm sure there's more than one way of pronouncing this. Only one of them is correct, I presume, but I'm not getting involved in it. So we take that, we smelt that down, and that gives us... iron bars, and the iron bars we then turn into stuff like, well, maces, helmets, shields, and breastplates. We've also churned out an extra anvil just in case we need it. This thing is a wood furnace. This allows us to make charcoal from wood. Though we did get our hands on make coke from bituminous coal, which I think we can check if we've got that. Turns out we're out of that stuff. Fine, but this can allow us to make even more charcoal on demand. So we'll chuck down 10 more charcoal, and we should probably start mining down a little bit lower as well. Yeah, I'd like to maybe expand this layer just a little bit. We're probably going to want to expand even more in here. Yeah, let me keep some more mining. Done. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We're just going to mirror everything everywhere. Ooh, and I think a kitchen is going to go down here. Yeah, we'll put the kitchens on a different floor. So, farming, what do you got it for us in here? We've got stills. Butchers, slaughter livestock to obtain meat, hides, bone, and other animal products. Tannery, make leathers from animal hides here. You can also make parchment and thingies. Fishery, okay, so we can process raw fish. We should probably build one of those. Then we're going to want farmer, process plants and work with livestock here. Milk and shear animals, make cheese, and spin thread. Well, we're going to have to play around with that one, aren't we? Kitchen, cook meals here, and you can also render fat into tallow. I think we're going to have to invest there also. And then we can say that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I mean, it means we can fit in about 2 more of them, or 3, whatever. Oh man, there's just, it feels like, I love the way they're throwing the population at you. I've been advised you can slow that down, and you can population cap limit your place, but nah, it's far more fun to do it this way. So, food. Let's just cover that for a minute, because this game is a little bit unintuitive, is some of the ways I would describe it on things. For example, you can prepare a fine meal. What does that actually do? Yep. You want to go out to the wiki to figure that stuff out. But basically, it will take, I believe, 2 ingredients, or is it 3? I think it's 3 ingredients for a fine meal. And if one of those ingredients the dwarf likes, then the dwarf will get a happiness bonus from eating it. If the dwarf doesn't like any of the ingredients, though, they'll just be normal about it. So, effectively, easy meals are the fastest to prepare, give you the most experience for your cook, but they only require 2 ingredients, which means the dwarves are less likely to enjoy them as much. Fine meals require 3 ingredients, lavish meals require 4, and the fine meals don't give you as much experience, and lavish meals give you even less experience for cooking them up. Which means I don't know, I'm just going to go with fine meals. We will chuck together a whole bunch of fine meals, just for now, but there's also a few other things you have to do. For example, we can go into work here, and we can go into kitchen. Oh, okay, this gets interesting. So, we can go into seeds, and we can tell them to actually cook seeds, but you don't want them cooking seeds. If they cook any seeds, and it seems like they're disabled by default now. Maybe in the past they weren't, but for now they're disabled by default, so they should never cook seeds. You could accidentally cook all the seeds you need to plant more crops, which would be bad. Now, I don't know what's going on in here. This is allowed to be brewed, this is allowed to be cooked. So you can decide what they are allowed to cook and brew back and forth. Now, the main thing we have is plump helmets. We have loads of those because we've been planting a bunch. So that's probably going to be our main food, but we're allowing them to cook up, well, everything? They're allowed to make the whole smorgasbord except for seeds. Now, according to the tutorials, you should make sure you definitely shouldn't be allowed to cook seeds, so do double check that, but from what I've seen, it was set that way by default when I started. So, in that case, what we can do here is just come in and why don't you just prepare another 10 fine meals after that. Yeah, we'll have to get a cook as well. And there seems to be a few other things you can do, which I hadn't realized as well. If you come in here, go to kitchen again. Standing orders. You can do things like automate clean fish. Automatically clean fish. So let me just demonstrate what that seems to do. Was it prepare raw fish is there, but what we're going to do is go into standing orders, automatically clean fish. Now what should happen is there should be a task here to just go back out, come back in, and it should automatically add on a task to clean fish. Unless I've messed something up here. Right, I had it backwards. Okay, so yeah, when we go in here and we go into standing orders, that's automatically clean fish. This is on, so it'll automatically clean fish the moment they're found. So this is automatically stuck in here anytime there's a fish that needs cleaning. Handy thing. So that means there's a few other automatic things in here, though I haven't actually gotten around to going through them all. So automatically butcher carcasses, slaughter any marked animals, automatically collect webs, use any cloth, automatically weave. These seem to, so far, be set up to automatic. Workers ignore outdoor vermin remains. Yeah, I'm going to leave it with that. Claim your death items. Okay, so there's more things to look forward to. Excellent. Everyone harvests? Yeah, why not? That means they can do it faster. Okay, so we're cooking meals. Everyone should be happier from that. And as well as that, we'll maybe brew up some more... Dear Lord, these are some thirsty dwarves. And as well as that, I want to make an office. In fact, for the office, we're going to stick it over here. I don't think we need the office just yet, but I'd like to have one. Give me a door. And there is... Oh, I ran out of doors? Seriously? Guys, could someone get on, like, a door anytime now? Right, table, chair, and a door. We don't actually need the door, and well, all we really want to do is make ourselves an office. Now, where is it? Yes. Now, we could just make it literally this size, but a tiny little fraction somewhere, but we don't care. We're going to make it the full-sized office, because we want to make it, like, decently sized. We're not terrible people. Yet. I mean, give it time. But that means our little administrator guy should be a little bit more active, or should hopefully be better. Do we have to assign him to that? Catlin, a dentist? Whatever. Where is he? There we go. Yeah, the expedition leader is also our manager, so they're assigned to that office. That should make them a little bit more productive. It seems once you get beyond a certain population, the managers need an office. And in fact, so will our nobility, so we'll probably iron out a throne room in a bit. Seriously, the amount of smoothing. This smoothing is going to take an eternity, isn't it? One thing I'm also doing is I'm sticking down this stockpile zone over here to hold food. Since this is going to be where the dwarves are doing all the eating and drinking, it's probably a good idea to hold it here. Now, we can customize this, so I'm thinking prepared meals should definitely be in there. I don't care about meat, fish, unprepared fish. How do we change that? I don't want you in there. Oh, I've got the hang of it now. You can select something and go, none. We don't want any of those. We don't want any of those. We definitely want prepared meals. We don't want... I don't think we want meat and fish hanging around in here, do we? We have drinks plant. Yeah, drinks animal? Cheese animal? Go for it. Fruits and leaves. No. Milled plants. So we'll get rid of a bunch of these. But the plan would be to just basically have the meals and booze right on hand so that all the dwarves can just grab it, drink it. Ooh, milk of lime? Lye? No, that does not seem very drinkable stuff. I will advise you not. So, we'll leave the drinks, prepared meals. They should dump it all in there. The dwarves are nice and close by. Though I think we're going to have to move a bunch of these tables and chairs. The problem is you can't smooth under things, it seems, once they've been placed. So you'll notice this area here is smoothed, but then we put chairs and tables on top of it. This area here is not smoothed because there's tables and chairs in the way. Could be wrong about that, but it seems to be how it's working out. We'll find out more as we go along. And also, our stockpile is now full of freaking pond turtle shells. We grind those up or do something with them because they're just taking up space. I think I found a way. Shell earrings. We're going to churn out a whole bunch of shell earrings. That should hopefully help. Let's make that 50 of them. Give us 50 shell earrings. At least they should be able to be stored in bins or something because right now all those shells take up one storage space. As you can see, we've already filled this place up. We're hammering out another area down below so we can store even more. And we found bauxite. Pretty sure that's used for making aluminium in the real world. Okay, well, we'll see what the bauxite is used for in this game. One of our dwarves has been struck by a strange mood. This one over here. They have claimed this workshop and they're just gonna build something. I don't know what they're going to build, but if I had to guess, probably a cup. This is like getting an inspiration in RimWorld. Instead of getting an inspiration, what they do is they get taken by a strange mood and craft something. You can't control what they craft. They just craft it, and then hopefully it's something useful or, you know, hilarious. It's sort of the story generator part of it. We'll see what they come out with. Probably a legendary mug that we can't beat anyone to death with, unfortunately. How is our smoothing going? Incredibly slowly. Oh my god, this takes an eternity. So we haven't accumulated any more population, and we finally got our drink production under control. How's that going? Yeah, we got one up here, and then I put a second brewery down here just to help us out. It was taking too long to get enough drink, and they were drinking us out of house and home. But we now have plenty of fish, plenty of plants, plenty of other, and plenty of food. It seems pretty handy to keep that all under wraps. Well, for now. And I think... Where is it? We've actually made all of that equipment, so everyone's got iron equipment we could get into. Well, 10 people could. We might make a little squad, and I'm thinking we're going to put together a little training center over here. Ah, yes. Best I can figure for setting up a training zone. We click on Barracks. We select this area. Oh, I probably should have confirmed that, shouldn't I? Oh, wait, no, there we go. Perfect. Then what we're going to need is a militia commander. So we're going to need the most useless pawns we have. I mean, dwarves. Ones who don't have any skills that are really useful for anything. Expedition leader, no. Doctor, dwarven child. Oh, we have children now. Good. Let's see something we have a lot of. Oh, we have a lot of woodcutters. Yeah, let's maybe make one of those into a... Actually, we can pop in here. Go find a militia commander. Who are you? Adil Tashnil woodcutter. Adequate leader. Perfect. And they're a woodcutter as well, so we can take them out of the woodcutter section. We don't really want them. Perfect. We can, you're gone from being a woodcutter. You're now going to be like a full-time militia commander. We'll probably put you on full-time training. So, that gives us this button over here. We will create a new squad. Oh, yeah, squads. Yeah, we'll go with metal armor. Thank you very much. Nice. And then we're going to have to do a training schedule. Schedule for you. I'm thinking staggered training? Actually, no, constant training. That sounds much better. Then weapons. Wait, let me figure out a few things. Well, I think I figured out how this works. Sort of, but not really. So I've got the squad. We have a... Hey, you guys should be training. So we've got this squad here. And if we click on them, we can see that we've got 2 of them in it. And we've set them up to train constantly. So they should be in constant training. Which means they should be in the barracks area, but instead they're hanging out in the temple. There's the 2 of them there. I mean, okay, you guys do you. Petitions-wise, we've got these 2. Status of Atto Tangle Plot. Wishes to reside in Occultan for the purposes of soldiering. Do you approve? Sure. This person wishes to reside for the purposes of entertaining citizens and visitors. Approve. Yep, more the merrier. Why not? Your permanent residents, we're probably just going to have to feed them booze. I mean, yeah, sure, we can afford that. So, that leaves probably a couple more bedrooms, but I think we're kind of on the way to having most of those finished. And we're even extracting some more people in here. We put all the turtle shells down on the ground floor. Why? Because we can. Also, I'm thinking we should probably move the craft dwarfs workshop down there, just to be nice and close to them. That seems bad. Stintinhal al-Shlaman has gone stark raving mad. Right. Where is this guy? Okay, they appear to have taken off all their clothes. Yep, that seems like a perfectly reasonable thing to do. Right, low stamina. Good spatial sense. That's nice. Where is your actual job? Running around babbling. Fine. You do that. You seem very unhappy. Everyone else seems to have sort of improved in mood a fair bit in the last while. Okay. Good for you. Stray dog has given birth to puppies. We've got a militia captain. That's perfect. Militia commander, and someone has become a recruit. Expedition leader has revealed the presence of... What the hell? The expedition leader has revealed the presence of Milphemus, the scintillating judge, the human spearman. What? I don't don't even know what that means. I'm going to assume it's fine? Okay. We've made a bunch of stuff. Maces, helmets, shields, breastplate. We've processed some coal. Okay. Did they actually finish this? I mean, they were supposed to claim this and make something, so I presume they finished at some point. I'm just not sure what they finished to make. Never mind. Let's just play it forward and see what else comes to try and mess us up. What are you? Oh, yeah, we've made a bunch of blocks. After a bit of fiddling around, I figured out what I'd done wrong with the trading section. It's just, this thing is so fiddly. You have to actually, once you've set up the schedule for your squads, so you go into your squads, you set them up, you set them to do their training, and then once you've set them up to do their training, what you have to do is come in here, select this area, and assign out. Choose which squads will use it. So we chose the tame gates, and we told them this is where you will do your training. And they will then stand in the room and do the training. Though I'm not sure how good it's working, because this guy still has unmet need for martial training. Which, okay, fair enough. Even though you spent all your day in there standing around doing nothing, you seem to not do any training. That's fine, I suppose. Bed-wise, yeah, we've almost got these done, but people still can't keep up with all the smoothing commands. We need more population. We're up to 22, but we need about 50 if we're going to have any hope of keeping this along. And yeah, that one over there is still running around naked, babbling to themselves. I don't know if we can snap them out of it. Otherwise, they'll just, I suppose, be a nice addition to the colony that way. Alright, I'm taking too long about doing this. We've still got that one running around in her underwear. She'll probably be fine. I hope she recovers. If not, whatever. Down here, we are currently processing all of our shells. We have made so many earrings. I'm not sure. How many earrings do we have? 99. What? How many pond turtles have we annihilated to make 99 earrings? I mean... Okay, it would explain why our fish levels are so high. Also, I've just started making lavish meals. I don't really see the point of preparing non-lavish meals anymore. We have so much goddamn fish. We have lots of those farm caps and things. That seems to be quite fine. Also, the automatic preparal of raw fish. Good choice. I like that one. We have added in a bunch of extra beds, and I also need to see what's going on here. Where is it? I think we've got a few new people who have shown up. Yeah, this guy, the Lord Consort. Are they one of ours now? Let's see. If we go in here, we can... Athel the Lord Consort. Compliment Hammerman. Sure, buddy. Why don't you join the squad? Back to the squad here. You can keep going your scheduled training. Yep, you're all set to go. Perfect. Now, why don't you just wander over there and keep training? Alert. Wait, who? Oh. Person who went crazy. Right. We should bury them. Okay, I'm going to have to look up a tutorial on how to bury people. I was joking. We can make a rock altar. Where is it? We'll figure it out. We'll make a rock coffin, a bunch of stuff. Oh, that's going to be awkward. Diplomacy. No, diplomacy's gone. Right, so, I have to figure out how to get rid of them before they turn into a ghost. They might come back and haunt us if we're not careful. Also, a few people might be unhappy about that. I couldn't figure out how to rescue them, and honestly, I didn't really try very hard. The fact that they broke already probably means they weren't a good survival opportunity anyway. Alright, I'm going to cut this out here. I'll be back tomorrow with an episode, but tomorrow's Paddy's Day, so... Yeah, it won't be a good episode. It'll be a Paddy's Day stuff, so... I'll try my best, okay? But I'm making no promises. I've already got a giant fry lined up, and it's going to be like a heavy whiskey day. I know I should be working, but technically it's a day off, right? It's Paddy's Day off. Anyway, I'm going to cut this out here. I hope you enjoyed, and good luck.
Mamma sirap gatol.